Okay, here's a standing striking tip. We do a lot of work when we're going through the standing elements, tactically, of how you get the very first strike in, or a successful strike without this person seeing it coming or defending it. And because of that, there's quite a bit of opportunity for us to dummy or fake or draw the person's hands and concentration and defence away from where we want it to be. I spend a lot of time talking to the students in Pro My MMA about not dropping the eyes away from the target. So if they're punching the body, making sure that they're keeping the eyes on the person. If they're kicking the leg, making sure that they continue to have those eyes up. But there are still very many people that are ill-disciplined with this kind of work, and they look down when they're going to kick, or they look down when they're going to punch to the body and give the game away. So right from the start, you need to make sure you're disciplined with those eyes and keeping them up, so that when you do kick at lower levels, this person's not seeing it coming. Now in this tip, we're going to actually reverse that process and reverse that theory and use the eyes as the fake itself. So we could do a fake punch kick combination or a fake punch punch combination, where I get this person to buy a technique and they think one technique's coming and I go for another. But in this instance, it's just going to be the eyes itself that are the fake. So he's expecting me to keep looking up here as I'm striking, and if I'm throwing a kick, a round kick to the head, from here he's not going to be expecting me to be looking elsewhere. It's absolute human instinct for him to want to make presumptions on my body language. So when my eyes go down, he's going to instantly presume that my attack is coming lower. So if I know I'm kicking to the head here, and perhaps I've already tried it a few times in this exchange, and he's defended it well, I need a little bit of drawing his attention to try and be successful. I'm purposefully on my right stance from here, and Pete's on his left stance, just so you get a better view of this, but it will work equally well from either side. That's not an important factor. So from here we're moving and we're sparring, and at this instance I'm going to look down as if I'm kicking to the legs or punching to the body. We may even take that further and actually do that a few times as we look. So it's a fairly common tactic to kick to the legs and a few times to get this person thinking about the legs and then go upstairs instead. But in this instance we're going to do it with the eyes. So I'm looking down, making Pete thinking I'm coming at the legs. Very hard for him not to be influenced by that body language, and then as he's thinking about the legs, man, I'm coming up to the head instead. So fairly simple one to understand, but quite tricky to make it natural and to make the person buy it, so you've got to spend a fair bit of time working on your body language here and make sure it's correct. So I'm focused upstairs. Pete sees that I'm quite disciplined, so he's not expecting these eyes all over the place. All of a sudden he sees me look down, he's thinking leg kick, something to the body. His hands only have to drop a couple of inches, and I know I've got a great opening from here. Of course, if he keeps the hands high, I can still attack to the leg because I'm not committed at this point. But hopefully, then he's going to buy it, and I can come straight up to the head with the leg kick. It doesn't exclusively have to be on the kick, and it certainly doesn't just have to be on a round kick. It could equally be a punch from here, so I can get him to look down or focus down, and from here and punch up instead. So the fairly simple tip here and tactic here is to get the person to focus their attention away from the defence around the head by using the eyes and the body language from here to make this person believe that I'm kicking or striking at a lower level.